What's going on, guys? This is Vince with vshred.com, and in today's video I'm going to show you one of the best exercises for building bigger quads that's going to take place of your squat. Like I said, today's video is going to be about one simple but effective exercise that is going to take place of squats for a lot of people. Now, I'm not saying that everybody should stop doing squats, but if you have an issue with, let's say, your back, like you have low back pain after you do squats, or maybe you're just not comfortable under a bar, maybe you're new to lifting and you just can't really get the form down and your knees hurt and your back hurts and it's just leading to all these different issues, this is going to be a great example or a great exercise for you to do instead of squats, and it's going to be beneficial in a couple of different reasons that I'm going to get to here in a second. Now, before I get into it, I will say if you're trying to put on muscle, you got to understand what your body type is, and you got to understand what type of training, what type of diet is best for your body type. And if you're not sure, I made a free body type quiz that tells you what your body type is and the exact type of training and nutrition that's right for you to hit your goals faster. If you want to check that out, I'll put a link right below this video to that free quiz, and you can check it out. Now, getting into this video, like I said, this is not going to take the place of squats for everybody. If you can get under a bar, under a squat bar with good form, and you're not feeling any kind of pain, and you've been doing squats for a while, and you really like squats, keep doing squats. Squats are a super effective exercise for building leg and just lower body strength and muscle. But if you have had back injuries in the past, or maybe you just haven't had injuries and it just hurts you to do it, this is going to be a perfect way to take place of that. Because obviously if you're going down to do a squat and you got this bar back on you and you're dropping down into it, even with good form, your spine is in a forward position. And so if you don't have the core strength, or maybe you're just not used to the form, a lot of times this can lead to low back soreness, or possibly even injury if you're going too heavy when you shouldn't be. And so this exercise is going to take place of that, and I'll just show you what it is. So what we're going to be doing is, you see this bench behind me, we're going to be doing single leg split squats. And so this is a very similar movement to the regular squat, seeing as how when you go down to do this squat position, you're basically at the bottom of the exercise. It's almost like you're in a deep squat. So this right here versus this right here is a very similar position to the bottom of the squat. So it's going to be great, but the reason that it can be more useful for people who have had back issues is because, as you notice, when I go down here, my spine is in a more upright position. This is a lot more sparing on your spine because your leg is back behind you supporting you, rather than going down into a regular squat where your torso is more forward, and it puts a lot more stress back there. Not saying that that's bad, but if you have had back injuries and don't know how to avoid that, or just perfect form and you feel uncomfortable, then this is going to be a great way to be a little more sparing on your spine because of this upright posture. And also it's going to help you get down to depth a lot easier, because a lot of people find it very difficult to get past parallel or even get to parallel when doing a squat because of the positioning of their body. Maybe they don't have the mobility. You don't necessarily have to have as great of mobility when you're going down into the single leg squat, and so therefore it's going to be a lot more effective at building leg strength if you can go through that full range of motion and not have back pain or get worried that you're going to have back pain the next day after doing the squats. So that's the first reason. The second reason is, one thing you'll obviously notice is as I go down into this squat, I'm doing it single leg. And so a lot of people complain, or they wonder why they have leg imbalances. Now, muscle imbalances are often a cause of just genetics. Sometimes it's because of form, sometimes it's because of injuries, but they happen to almost everybody. And leg muscle imbalances, seeing as how the legs are the largest muscle group in the body, leg muscle imbalances are very common. And so you might think that when you're going down to a squat, you're pushing evenly between your right and your left leg. But truth is, pretty much everyone is going to have about a 60-40, maybe 55-45 push off of each leg. So while I think that I'm going 50-50, I might be going 60% left leg, 40% right leg without even knowing it. And so when you can push forward on one leg and put one leg out behind you and really focus on going to depth with that split squat and getting 12 reps here, this is going to allow you to switch legs and train each leg the exact same amount, therefore helping to either get your legs a little more symmetrical or just help to fix those muscular imbalances that you got going on. Now, the third reason that I really like this exercise is because it activates the glute med a little bit more. The squat, obviously a great exercise for the legs, but the main muscle groups that are getting worked here are going to be your quads and going to be your glutes down at the bottom of the exercise. But a lot of times people feel it mostly in their quads and can't get that glute activation, which can lead to knee pain. If you're not getting that hip abduction, you're not pushing your knees out as you do this squat, if your knees are caving in, that's probably a sign that your glutes are not being activated. And so when you do press up, you're causing a lot of pressure on your knees that shouldn't be there, and that can lead to a serious injury. So by going down into a single leg squat, you're forcing your glute med to be activated a lot more at the bottom, therefore helping to avoid knee problems at the same time. So a lot of reasons that the single leg split squat can be more effective. And like I said, I'm not saying that everybody should stop doing squats. If you're a squat master, or you really enjoy squats, or you feel squats a great amount in the muscles that are supposed to be felt in, and you're not dealing with low back pain or knee pain or anything like that, keep doing squats. But if you have had some low back pain after doing squats, and maybe you're a newbie to the gym and you're trying to find some alternative exercises to do instead of squats, try this one out and let me know how it goes. Start light, maybe even just start with body weight. Make sure you're going down to full depth to where your front leg is hitting just past parallel to the ground, and your knee is going to travel a little bit in front of your knee, or your knee is going to travel a little bit in front of your foot. Don't worry about your knee traveling out. I made a video all about how you should have your knees driving out in front of your toes. I'll put a card to it up here if you want to check that out. It's a huge myth in the fitness industry and it's bull crap. But this exercise is a great alternative to the squat. Try it out. Click the like button below. That way you can let me know that you like this video so I can keep making videos like this. Also, make sure you're subscribing to my channel because I got tons of content just like this coming out. And comment down below what you want my next video to be about, and maybe I can help you as well. So, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.